There's a bite. There we go, fish on. Oh, just picked it up right off the ground. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode. My name is Sam Sobey. If you're new to the channel, quick recap. My buddies and myself have been kind of doing a little southern tour. Not really southern, like I guess it's just mainly like Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri. Just I guess that's south for us because we're from Minnesota. But it's kind of a sad day. And that's because Murray and Brok just took off this morning. They're heading back up north. I'm slowly gonna start heading back up north, but not for a little bit. I might kind of dink around down here. This past weekend, we fished in a giant tournament called the Big Bass Bash on Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. And I did an absolute horrible job of documenting our experience down here and what we did and what all went on. I apologize for that. Forgive me for that. So today I'm gonna drop back in Lake of the Ozarks. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what we did, what we found. We had some success doing some stuff and utter failure doing other things. So I wanna talk to you guys all about that. And yeah, I just wanna bring you along. So yeah, I'm gonna get in the water. I'm going fishing today. Hopefully crack a giant largemouth. We're supposed to get some rain, some thunderstorms. It's just been crazy weather recently. So hopefully I can get a little fishing in before the storm rolls in. So strap in, stay tuned. So after you cast, you let it hit the bottom, and basically I'm just giving it time to sit there right away on the initial cast, and then I'm dragging it a few feet and I'm letting it sit. I'm dragging it a few feet and I'm letting it sit. This bite isn't crazy. You're not gonna feel a boom. They usually just kind of pick it up off the ground and they'll start swimming with it, or you'll feel a little tap, and then that's when you know, reel down and just jack them. Basically, the slower the better is what I found. Here's a bite. There we go, fish on. Oh, he just picked it up right off the ground. Oh. There we go. Oh, it's a big old spot. What? So I didn't catch any spots yesterday. I caught mainly just largemouth. But look at this chunky spot. That's how you know this is a pre-spawned fish. Short, fat, little female. So cool. God, that is a chunky spot. Dang. All right, I'll get her back. Alrighty. So past 2 days, Brok, Murray, and myself fished the Big Bass Bash on Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. Basically, biggest bass takes all. There's a bunch of different payouts and weigh-in times. The format's kind of cool. You can check it out online if you're more interested. But basically, you're going just for one big bass. Majority of the tournament, I was throwing a giant swim bait. I thought these pre-spawn fish that are kind of hanging out here by the main lake might eat one last meal before they go up and spawn, and I feel like this was my best way at targeting like a 6+ pound bass. I did not find success on that. I caught a few fish on it. It wasn't really playing. I moved over to a swing head or a wobble head, whatever you like to call it. This is basically like a football head jig. It's a bait you just drag on the bottom. There's tons of rocks out here. It's basically a lake full of just hard bottom rock. I was throwing this on the main lake points, dragging it really slow, and this is what I caught the majority of my fish with. Unfortunately, I didn't catch a freak nasty 6, 7, 8, 9 pound bass. I caught a lot of 3-pound bass. And that was still fun. That was cool. I feel like I was in the right areas on the second day to potentially catch a big one, and I think I was throwing the right bait. So what I'm gonna do today, now that it's nice and calm, the boys left and went home, I'm doing some fishing. I'm just gonna kind of run the same pattern, see if I can't crack a big one, and just have some fun, go fishing. So thank you guys so much. I'm sorry that was kind of long-winded, and I'm sorry I didn't record the whole tournament. I just kind of put my head down, wanted to fish my hardest, and the last thing I wanted to do was dink around with a GoPro, and that's my fault. I shouldn't have done that. I should have recorded it. So let's have fun. Let's go fishing today, and hopefully catch some fish before the rain comes in. So strap in, stay tuned. Alrighty, I probably stayed here a little too long. I caught that one decent sized spot, so I was like, maybe there's more fish here, but I'm just gonna jump over here to this other point and just kind of keep running this program. Point number dos. This point looks a little more gradual, not quite as steep. The rock looks kind of the same. It's kind of that like basketball sized chunk rock, but it looks like there's some wood on it, like some little sticks and tree branches and stuff. That's freaking awesome. I don't know if that's just by the shore, or if there's tree branches all the way out on this point, but if there is, I would assume that would make this side even better. There we go, fish on. Right off that point. Okay, okay. That was like my second cast on this point. That was sick. It's a better fish. Get up here, buddy. That is a better fish, okay. Whew, that's what I wanted to see. It was slow there for a minute. I probably ran 3 different points without a bite. Now I just rolled up to this one, and this gorgeous little girl smoked it. See ya. I don't know if you guys can see, but this point is super steep, and the main channel swings right next to it. So this is like a very obvious spot on the map, but there's tons of those, and there's tons of those that are great and tons of those that just don't seem to have fish on them. So I think it's just a matter of running this program and pattern. Boom, 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 quick, 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 quick. And if these fish are there, they show themselves quick. There we go, there's a fish right off the riprap. Not a bad one, but not a good one. Alrighty, that one came on a little white chatterbait. This is all just kind of a big riprap shoreline that leads way back to where I think they spawn. So, God, that just seems to be the size I'm catching today. Just little 2-pounders. Can't seem to get like a 3 or 4 pounder. I don't know. If I was smart, I'd probably run this rock shoreline with like a DT6 or a square bill. But oh, there's another one. Chatterbait is just what I had tied on. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. That's a nice crappie. Dang. Wow. That's what I should probably be doing out here. I should catch a bunch of crappies and eat them tonight, but I'm too pumped up for bass. Wow. There are some fish on this riprap shoreline. Let's see if I can catch another one. Here we go. Oh, there's a better fish. Golly, freaking crushed it. Whew. Bam. Look at how deep he ate that, guys. Dang. These are still all just males, I think. Like every time I come way back to the back of a creek, I'll get a bunch more bites on like moving baits like chatterbaits and swim jigs and crankbaits, but they all seem to be like 2 pounds. I just don't think these big females are back here yet. Like this is fun to come back here and catch them. This is potentially what I would do if I was fishing just like a normal tournament or just fishing. But for the Big Bass Bash, this was not the deal. This is the same thing that was happening to me in the tournament. I'd come back to these cuts and I was just getting little buck male bass. But they are fun to catch. So the reason I'm using an all-white chatterbait is Lake of the Ozarks is a big time shad lake. There's tons of big shad. This is what they feed on. This is their main forage. And I'm just trying to kind of match the hatch. This is just, I think, a jackhammer chatterbait with like some Gary Yamamoto weird, cool looking trailer on the back. And I love it. I love the way it dances and moves in the water. It's a really, really cool freaking chatterbait. There we go, fish on. Way out there. Way freaking out there, just a little turd. Dang it. I thought he was gonna be big. He like hit that as soon as my bait hit the bottom. Get up here. There's still some fish out on this point. Just not very big ones. Where's the big mamas? You're fun to catch, but I want a big mama. Little squeaker. See you, buddy. Alrighty guys, we are off the water now, clearly. We're at none other than Walmart. Picked up a few more groceries. And yeah, just right in Walmart parking lot. It's a pretty well lit place. So I think I'm just gonna do some cooking here, and then I'll probably figure out my sleeping situation after that. So I'm gonna cook up some Johnsonville kind of breakfast sausage. It just sounded good. And then probably some more beans and probably some chips, and that's what's on the menu tonight. So my grill's already hot. I'm gonna get those on there and let's get cooking. Alrighty, so the Johnsonvilles are cooking up. Along with that, just some pork and beans. And yeah, it's actually a pretty nice evening here. I use the deck of my boat a lot to cook food on, even though it's probably not good, and I'm probably gonna spill it and either stain my carpet or burn my carpet one of these times. I'm just risking it till then. It's like right at like waist height, so it's actually like a perfect little workbench. So yeah. That's what's on the menu tonight. It did rain and thunderstorm for a couple hours, like right as I was getting off the water, so it's nice I can kind of come chill outside now. I'm gonna cook this up and then, yeah, definitely figure out my sleeping situation. A hook right there, see this hook? This is a little Nico hook, and it's bent because I got it stuck in my shorts when I rolled over. I had my drop shot rod right to the right of me, and I got it freaking stuck basically in my butt. And then I took it out and put it on the ceiling. So I basically just finished up dinner, cooked in the Walmart parking lot, cleaned up really quick because it started to rain again, and I drove around and I found kind of an abandoned parking lot. And yeah, I'm just kind of posted up here tonight. Here's the truck. It's not too bad. So I have all the windows kind of cracked. Hopefully it doesn't get rained on. Thank you guys so much for watching the whole video. It was a great time on the lake. It was great to make food in the Walmart parking lot. And I'm getting some good rest, and I'm gonna hit it hard in the morning. So stay tuned, and as always,